In this video, I'm going to highlight some small and also new crypto projects that could have some massive growth ahead. I'm also going to focus on some key areas that I think may see growth in 2022 in terms of crypto sectors and why I think that. Plus some cryptos right now that have a lot of trading volume and interest, but also have relatively low market caps. So they're valued relatively low, but a lot of trading volume means they could have some potential traders are obviously flocking towards them. They have plenty of volatility, risk, both to the upside and downside. So just to keep that in mind. But firstly, before I get into the absolutely massive growth of crypto, and I'm going to show you exactly why I'm saying that, I just want to update all you guys on my crypto course. As you know, I have a crypto course currently with over 100 videos on there, going through crypto, trading, tokenomics, everything like that, doing your own research. I'm adding a bunch of new content in Q1 2022. That means the price goes up. All of that content will be added for free for existing users. As always, I'm also adding trade alerts and regular portfolio updates because that was requested. So if you want to check out the crypto course and have the 100 plus videos now and then way more added at the start of next year, do check it out in the description. I want to come to really the growth of crypto, and everyone says crypto is growing, but here are the facts, right? So Chainalysis do a lot of analytics on data, and they say that crypto worldwide adoption has jumped over 880% in 2021, which is obviously massive. What does that actually mean though? Because it can be from a relatively small base. Well, I actually went on Wayback Machine and I went to CoinGecko at the start of this year in 2021. And we can see firstly that Bitcoin was $33,000, now sitting at $50,000. People get super bearish when the price of Bitcoin comes off 5%, but it's up $20,000 since the beginning of this year. Ethereum at $1,300. This is crazy, but I'm getting off topic. What I wanted to show you was the amount of coins on CoinGecko. 6,200 coins at the start of 2021 were registered on CoinGecko as actual crypto projects. Fast forward to the end of 2021, and there are now 12,000 coins, literally a doubling of the amount of coins, tokens, projects in the crypto space in 1 year. That is absolutely mental, and this is not going to stop. This is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that is why the market cap is growing, but also there's just so many opportunities in smaller coins and smaller communities. They're not going to be huge coins. They're not going to be the future of money, but they are going to represent a community of value. And there are many opportunities here. This is also a chart from Coinbase. And I actually sent out a tweet the other day. You can follow me on Twitter. That link is in the description. But this is internet versus crypto adoption. And I said in that tweet that investing in crypto now is like investing in the internet in 97. And genuinely it is the case. You can see the amount of users right here. And Coinbase expects by 2024, 2025 for there to be 1 billion users of crypto. So this is growing. We are kind of not even in the midway phase of this growth yet. It's absolutely huge. The amount of projects are growing. And so there's a ton of opportunities down below the top 100 that could potentially have a ton of value. So I want to give a risk warning right here is that the smaller the coin that you get into, the higher probability that it will fail and go to zero or just not perform in any way. Obviously, the smaller the coin, also the more volatile it is. That has an upside and a downside. The upside being that there is a potential growth story there. That is where you get those 10, 20 X's. You're not going to get that from Bitcoin in just a couple of months, but also the potential downside is much more and potentially going to zero. If, for example, with games, people just don't like the game. So, make your investment portfolio in a way that, a blow up in a smaller coin isn't going to just completely wreck your portfolio. That is my risk warning. That is how I would do it, but everyone is obviously open to do exactly what they want. But CZ from Binance posted this today, and it shows the top 15 dApps by active users. Obviously, he said in his tweet, follow the users, and I do agree with this. He's obviously pumping his own bags because all of these are Binance, but hey, fair enough. Binance are obviously making a lot of right decisions when it comes to investing in many different growth areas of crypto. They've done that since inception, and they will continue to do so. I believe Binance is the best diversified bet into crypto gaming. They seem to be going full steam ahead into crypto gaming and having a very centralized approach, which is Binance. But that works for gaming, right? So you can see a lot of the biggest games right here are backed by Binance. And it makes a lot of sense if you know their kind of structure, and you can follow the games. So he obviously highlighted all of these. I want to highlight a couple of other games that have kind of relatively low market caps, but good kind of user adoption as well. So if you go to DApp Radar, you can see all of these games. What I would do is filter by the amount of users, the amount of interest, and the amount of trading volume. That will give you clues as to if a crypto is actually worth looking at. If it's a ghost chain or just a ghost token, nothing's happening on there, then have a look. But, obviously you want some sort of value or, users in there that could potentially push up the price. The first is Mobox. Again, this is on Binance. Over the past 24 hours, we've had like a little bit of a sell-off in crypto. But this is basically GameFi. And I think this one's kind of prime. It's actually quite a good chart, right? So you get a little bit of activity pushing the price up, but it's not at all-time highs. What is Mobox? This looks like a really great game, and it's basically an NFT marketplace. It is play to earn, right? So you have NFTs. If you click on here, you can go through and see them. It actually looks pretty cool. And obviously more users. This is getting a lot of users. This one stood out on DApp Radar by attracting users. And you can see it's a bit like Axie Infinity, a lot of NFTs, a lot of trading going on. The ecosystem and the token itself obviously has ways it can make money from trading fees and everything like that. The next one in terms of gaming, DeFi Kingdoms is actually not kind of a small coin anymore. It's actually been going up quite a lot, and it's got a lot of interest. You can see the price chart on this is kind of in price discovery. A lot of trading volume as well, as you can see down here, which is obviously quite bullish. Up 100% in 30 days. We may not have seen the top for this. I think it's in price discovery mode. However, the downside is that the market cap is $1 billion already. It's not a small game. But this is essentially the new sector, the new area that has so much growth in crypto, which is GameFi. So play to earn and GameFi. You can see a DeFi game built on the blockchain designed to be usable with NFTs. And if you go down, there's a few different ways they make money. You can actually swap in-game. So obviously the protocol itself will earn swap fees. You can pool assets, and they have some things called gardens and banks, right? So the garden is actually basically a liquidity pool, and the bank is where you can stake tokens to earn bonuses. So this is more than play to earn, but it's actually DeFi gaming. So EarnFi, whatever they call it. And there's just different ways you can earn actual, real world value by playing and interacting with the game. And hey, like if you play games anyway, why not actually earn real money to do so? And obviously being part of the game and being early in, you can participate in the growth and more users coming in over time. This is not a small game anymore. This one's on the Harmony blockchain. The next one is a real small one, which I found, which is Bomber Coin. Really tiny. This one's so small that it's not even listed on any centralized exchanges. So if you want this one, you'd have to go to PancakeSwap. It's Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. The coin hasn't done amazing over the past few days, but if you can see the market cap here, 70 million market cap. This is an absolute minnow. So again, just be careful with these. These can obviously just go to zero and blow up. But again, it is this EarnFi or this GameFi, farming, playing, earning, NFTs. So there's a lot of NFTs here, but you can also earn extra by using those tokens as well. So this is a massive industry. Like I said, the way that I would play this just from a diversified perspective is to go to something like Binance. I think Binance Smart Chain as a coin, BNB coin, number 3, it's a very large token and it's a diversified bet on all of this sector growing, or you can, take some much more specific bets in much higher risk plays if you wish. Next up, I want to highlight 3 different projects that have amazing amounts of volume traded in comparison to their market caps. This tells me that traders are really interested in these 3 names. I've gone on to CoinGecko, looked at the trading volume, and then looked at their market caps. So these are lower cost. This video is about cheaper altcoins or relatively inexpensive altcoins compared to some higher valued ones. So good trading volume means traders are kind of interested in looking at these. The first one is the graph. The reason volumes are up on this is because this was mentioned by Vitalik. And so, he was talking about APIs and getting information from various different service providers on the blockchain. This is obviously incredibly important. I've actually talked about the graph before a long time ago, saying that APIs are obviously how the internet runs, right? So if you go online and you want to search for prices, You want to book a flight, you need an API to do that, and that plugs into various other service providers. All of the airlines have an API. Payment providers have APIs. Also, if you want to exchange currencies, you can get a price feed API. There's many different types of API, and pretty much the internet these days runs on APIs. So obviously this, in the context of the blockchain, is really interesting in that APIs can provide value in a decentralized way, and for blockchains, which is obviously a massive use case, right? So we are so early, like I said, for crypto, that we are in an internet now before APIs, right? So crypto is a pre-API world, but this could be a growth story. Much like Chainlink is a service provider, the graph could also be a service provider. Much like Chainlink, I see maybe good value creation, but not kind of blasting value creation like the games that you've seen, which can go up 10, 20x in a matter of weeks. This may be a slow burner, but something from an infrastructure play that you might want to trade. The next one, again, is infrastructure. Something that I've been looking at really closely is Loopring, LRC. And again, this has had really great trading volume. This had a massive spike up. This is kind of one of the first tokens that people can buy to get into the kind of layer 2 scaling for Ethereum. This is a ZK rollup player. So you can see Loopring wallet. It's an Ethereum mobile smart contract wallet. So that's really important for me, right? Mobile smart contract wallet. No more going to your browser and setting up MetaMask and all that, but actually having a mobile, an application that you can do all of DeFi on, right? So Loopring ZK rollup, the first smart wallet app with L2 scaling, provides a secure, intuitive, powerful Ethereum experience in your pocket. Swap on the AMM, become a liquidity provider, trade on the books, invest and earn in DeFi, send payments to anyone, anywhere, all gas free. This is what we were promised with Ethereum, or just promised with non-Bitcoin smart contracts, blockchains, and it looks like it's actually happening. Really interested in Loopring, just to see what that application can do. We're in the era of kind of applications getting built, gone from 6,000 to 12,000 cryptos. And this is an end user application that people can actually use and not spend $50 to transact. This is the only way we use smart contract blockchains. The price is quite high, but I don't think it's going to kind of go down too much, because this is a layer 2, a scaling solution play, and that's kind of hot right now. So I think these are all going to get bid up. You can see 1 year is just a crazy return, but I think if the price keeps coming down and consolidating, you could see another rise up if Bitcoin gets bid up at the start of the new year. Really interesting project. There are many more though. Loopring is one of the first that you can actually play. The next one is Immutable X. Again, this is a scaling solution. This has crazy volumes right now in comparison to previously. This is a kind of smaller market cap at $1 billion, so something that could easily, move either way. IMX is basically layer 2 NFTs. So again, if you are if you're a developer, like a game developer, and you're actually building an end user application, you just absolutely cannot use Ethereum and pay $50 gas fees. It just makes your app completely and utterly unusable. You need a scaling solution. Immutable X is one of the first coins that we can play in this space. Polygon is another. That's a much bigger coin, not suitable for a cheap altcoins video, but Immutable X is a solution, and it is starting to be used by more people. On that same theme though, I have 2 coins here that aren't coins yet. A lot of people expect coins to be coming for these projects. There's a ton of hype around these. The first one is ZK Sync. So the way that you would get a coin on here is to get a potential airdrop. This is one of the most hotly anticipated potential airdrops that's coming. Everyone thinks there's going to be an airdrop. Everyone's getting in, they're opening a wallet. What you have to do is link up your MetaMask wallet. I think you can use some other wallets as well, and basically link it up. This is layer 2 Ethereum. I've used ZK Sync, I've used Zigzag Exchange. It's very quick and very cheap. This isn't like an end product right now, but people are getting onto ZK Sync because of a potential airdrop. And obviously to get an airdrop, you have to be a user of the system. So you can open a wallet, link up your MetaMask, get on the ZK tools right here, ZK Wallet, ZK Link. You can mint NFTs as well. This is all coming. This is end user stuff, very cheap layer 2. And so this is a potential that you might want to look at. This is not a coin yet, but potentially could have one. You can come to ZK Sync and follow what they're doing. Very interesting updates. The next is Starkware. Again, this is a private company, no coin yet. This one, really, we don't know if there is going to be a coin, but it's something to watch out for. Again, if you can use their products and services, there may be airdrops, so definitely one to watch out for. Airdrops are fantastic because you don't have to take any risk. All you have to do is spend a bit of money using the blockchain. Maybe you'll get an airdrop after that. When it comes to trading smaller altcoins, especially in the gaming space, I do believe this is a huge growth area, but incredibly risky to get into specific games and specific game tokens. The way I would play this is just by having holdings of Binance, Solana. These are going to be big gaming blockchains, and so it's just a diversified way to play them with a little less potential downside. So that would be me, how I would do that. Just quickly on my course, as I said, I'm uploading a ton of new content for free in the new year for existing users. When that content is added, the price will go up, obviously, and I'm adding trade alerts and my daily portfolio updates as well on there. A ton of new content is coming. So if you do want to get involved now, just have a look at that. The link is in the description, and that will take you through. You can see everything that you would get. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.